want to welcome. Whoops, we got a delay going on for a moment. I'm gonna wait and see. Maybe. Yep, we're on live, and I want to welcome everyone this Sunday. And what I would recommend is get your seatbelt, your helmet, and everything that can protect you tonight, because I believe the two we have on tonight, you're going to really have a good time. Plus, you're going to hear the truth. So, with a combination of both, let's welcome Dr. Amanda Cooley and her guest, Shantel Robinson. Welcome both.
Thank you.
You guys had me laughing before the broadcast, so I think I'm going to just sit still and see what's up ahead.
Yes. Good evening, everybody on Facebook and YouTube and however you're logging on. Welcome to the show this evening, where I have my first cousin. And anybody that knows us, we got a lot of laughter that's good for the soul. We got on here sniggling and almost interrupted the One Source Network already. So we said we're going to try to do all that can on, but anybody that know us know that
may not happen.
We're going to have some laughing and some tears, but one thing about it, we're going to have some genuine conversation and talk. So if you're on here, hey, Miss Grace.
Hey,
we're glad to see you this evening. And let me tell you, I told everybody, I said, for everybody that joins us, just know that this is all real.
Yeah.
This is real, genuine conversation. And if y'all will just give me a moment, we're going to keep talking, but I'm going to introduce my cousin. This is the esteemed, notorious Shantel Marie Bennett Robinson. And I said esteemed because we are royalty. We come from the Keys Estate in Hart, Mississippi. And she is the wife of, his name is Jay Robinson or something, but all I know is man. So he is Man Robinson.
That's right.
And her mama and daddy, I know her mama. Her mama got her blood, my blood on her. And that's Helen, which is known to everybody in Mississippi as Sue Nanny. This is Sue Nanny's daughter and Roosevelt Bennett's daughter, all of Florida. And we got cousins that's on here tonight that's joining us as well, and we're the Keys family. But we know that she is a child of God. On a serious note, she is a child of God, and she don't need no introduction when it comes to Jesus.
Got that right.
We were introduced to Jesus at a very early age, and he's never been a stranger in our households.
That's right.
So for that, we're glad that our parents introduced us at early ages to the Lord, because tonight we're going to talk about when fear meets faith. And I know some people like that can't go together. Oh yeah, it can go together. It does. It is together.
Yeah.
Because if you say you've never been fearful about anything, you're not telling the truth.
Yeah.
You're just not telling the truth.
Yeah.
We're walking in. We're human, and we're walking in the flesh, and we've been very fearful at times. And but we want to thank the One Source Network before we get started. We want to thank them for allowing this platform for us to be able to talk and just be ourselves and have real, genuine conversation. If y'all see me plundering around, they keep saying, send the link. The people waiting for the link. So that's why I keep looking at my thing so I can put us on Facebook right quick to let the people know that that we're started. So I'm trying to get right now, and I think we're on there. Johnny, can you see it on your phone?
Let me see.
Okay, I just want to say, Amanda, there's some background noise that we're picking up over the air. So we're talking. So
okay. You got on TV Shine?
You hear something?
What is this, like sales somewhere? Yeah, it takes you just.
Oh, do you hear my husband talking?
Oh, you hear me?
Oh, yes.
That's Jay Robinson talking, people.
Okay, just give me one moment. I'm going to
Take your time. This is a real show, so do what you have to do.
Oh, is it all right?
Oh, of course it is.
Oh, okay.
Look, and we're gonna introduce man while he got his own side show
Hey,
in the
hey,
background. That's
hey,
her husband, everybody.
Amanda, tell them how real this is. Go ahead, Mrs.
Yeah, I
Robinson.
said it's real cause Angel lying to talk. She lying to holler for a bottle.
Okay,
Fat Bean lying to break through here in a minute. We done turned the TV off because they got loud. We'll stop at any moment because we was on the show, me and Mr. Norman last weekend, and she decided she just wanted to have her own side show.
Yeah, she wanted to be on there too, and she
so he went to commercial and we came back like nothing happened.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
that's how I go sometimes.
Oh yeah, but tonight, can you see it? Put it on the thing. It's not a link.
Yeah, I just see the link. But are you trying to be live?
You sound nice and clear now. I don't hear any background noise.
Oh, wait a minute. I turned my computer. Maybe that's all it needs. I turned it around.
Okay.
Let me see. We're on Facebook. So
I don't see it live on Facebook, but I see where you shared the link on your page.
Okay. Let me see here. Let me see, can I get it? Randall's trying to send it to somebody over the phone so they can get on.
Okay.
They can mash it too. He's trying to send the YouTube link.
Okay.
So I was trying to see. They can mash it too. He's trying to send the YouTube link. Okay. So I see Teresa is on. Good evening. The Light of Jesus. Okay. Good evening. I'm looking at all my commenters, but we're not gonna prolong. He got the link now. Say hello, Mr. Cooley.
How y'all doing?
Hey, hello, Randall. Nice to see you, Randall.
All right.
You know that's all you're gonna get. Let me tell y'all a funny story. I know everybody need a funny story, and Teresa's on here. She know I'm telling the truth. Last Sunday, we were invited to go to his cousin's church. They had seen my church, my school at a revival, and so they invited me to come speak and to get my choir to come up there to sing. So we made our way, and it was on familiar ground because a lot of people don't know if you got as many relatives as the Keys, somebody line to be in the pulpit or something. So we went to John Divine. So that was my cousin JW's church. So I was very familiar with the atmosphere. So we get there, and his cousin, because they always hear talking, but they don't understand one thing here. Randall's always talking about cars. So Randall ain't got much words. So his cousin says, after they get through, we're gonna get my cousin Randall to introduce his wife. So anybody that knows me know I can't hold my tickle. I'm on the second row, and I just holler, and everybody from the school hollered. They was like, "Randall who?" Randall who? And Randall looked at me. I said, "Oh, he got to be joking. He known Randall his whole life. He know Randall don't talk." So when it was over, he said it again. Then they started. I said, "He for real." And so I said, "Oh my God, this ain't gonna be good." So he gets up. He said, "Randall, come on up and introduce your wife." The shortest introduction in life ever. Because Shawnee, oh Lord, he gets up there. He said, "How y'all doing?" He said, "I'm Rhonda, and that's my wife, Amanda. Come on up."
That sounds accurate.
The whole church screams. I look up when I finally could stand up because I was tickled. I had to look up there to the only person in the world in the church that been knowing me longer was Teresa. She's known me forever. And that's why you have to keep your bestie close, because your husband go fail you. He just like the word. He gonna let you down. I said, Teresa, I said, y'all church, please excuse me. But if y'all want a formal,
you can get it from this is a source. Here's the right source.
I said, she knows me. She come up there, y'all, and she introduced me like Jesus told her to. And I said, you know what to say. And for anybody that knows what John Divine is, Teresa was at the right place at the right time, because John Divine is way over young. Mm-hmm. And so I just thought that was some good humor, because Patricia's on there. I see her laughing. Y'all, it was the funniest thing that ever happened in the United States of America. I mean, ain't nothing else happened, because the look on his face, the seriousness when he got up there like he really was going to introduce me. And then to say, and this my wife, Amanda, come on up. Nothing else. But I just had to share that. I've been waiting on the platform for somebody to hear this, because nobody but the people at Unlimited Dreams and the people that was off at John Divine would witness this, but it happened. All of 2 seconds introduction.
Yeah.
But moving along tonight, when we're talking about when fear meets faith, I want to share 2 incidents. It's been many, but 2 when fear meets death. And I know everyone think I'm going to probably say, good evening, Charilaou. I see her speaking to about mama and dad, but a lot of people don't know, because you know sometimes when we have fear, we don't want people to know, because they will judge our calling, or they'll judge oh, you say you don't supposed to be scared. What about your God and this, that, and the other? But he didn't say I wouldn't be fearful. Matter of fact, he said we were fearfully and wonderfully made. And I tell people all the time, I said, yes, I have fear, but my faith is greater. But in 2000 and what year was that, around 22, 21? And these in November, the first week in November of 2021, a lot of people don't know, I had the worst fear of my entire life, and we really had to hide it from Mama and Rajic in the family. It really was just between me and Rhonda. I went to the doctor, and my stomach, it just kept hurting. It just kept hurting. And I kept saying, oh my goodness. I said, what is wrong with my stomach? And so I went, my mama said, go to the gastrologist. And I went down there, and they said that I had what you call the hernias that move, what you call it. Well, they said that I just had, I think they said like a sliding hernia. So the man read the day. Oh, he said, oh, but it ain't nothing. You fine. You okay. And this was a specialist. And I said, okay. I said, okay, then. I said, but I still don't feel right. So I went on and on for a year. This was before November of 2021. So then we get to November of 2021, and I go back to the doctor, another doctor. And I kept saying, I need to go back to the doctor. I don't feel right. So I took it upon myself and to go to another doctor. But you know how these insurances are. They'll tell you, they'll say, you know, it's not in your network. It's not here. You can't go to this. You can only go back to that same doctor, that they told me about, or someone in his office. But of course, you ain't gonna go to the person in the same office because you don't want them offended. So I told him, I said, no, I would pay to go out the network. So I went to the doctor, and the man said, something ain't right. He said, you keep saying your stomach is hurting, stomach's hurting. Well, I go to this doctor, and the doctor, he informs me that I have 7 knots in my stomach. 7 knots. I said, 7 knots? There ain't no way. You've ran the light down my stomach. You the specialist. You checked my stomach. You did all this MRI with cats, whatever it takes. They said, the man said, we're gonna do all that. They did that. And the man said, you have 7 knots in your stomach. I said, oh my God. So Randall was out in the foyer. I told him to come in. I said, they said that you have 7 knots in your stomach. So the man says these words, and you got to get them out, or you going to die. Jesus. Then what? Are you going to die? He said, because I don't know how nobody then looked at your stomach. He said, because these ain't old knots. This ain't fresh. He said, what all is going on, without being too graphic, in your stomach this is not new. He said, this been here. And ain't no way nobody look without seeing it. He said, I want you to understand, get this done or you gonna die. So, of course, anybody know my mama, I protected her because I used to say, I ain't telling mama nothing because she already been through too much. Can't tell mama. Then I always protected Roger because he had Bell's palsy. And when he got upset, his face would turn. And I didn't want him to get upset or have to blood pressure go up or anything like that. So we just decided to keep it quiet. Well, we went to the doctor and they said that they showed me what they would have to do. And it appeared to the insurance, of course, it looked like it was going to be cosmetic surgery. And it also looked like it was going to be like gastric bypass or sleeve or something. That's what it appeared, because those doctors were also registered to do that type of work. So my insurance said, we're not paying for that. So daily, the people, I still praise the people at Forest General, because daily, those ladies in whatever the billing and scheduling they call daily, talking to my insurance, trying to make them. And yet, are you gonna die? Still in their mind too, because they know, because they got to tell these people this, trying to make them pay. Could make them pay. So the man said, well, Amanda, I've been through this situation before, and I'm not starving. My family ain't gonna starve, but we have to pay the hospital. We got to pay this room. You hear Angel, don't you? Yeah, they ain't got no, she don't got no, she wants the spotlight.
Right.
He getting the dough, but the people call and they say, he said, we got to pay these people. We have to do that. He said, but we're going to come up with a total and I'm going to call you back. So this the doctor now. You know the doctor don't call you about no fees or nothing. The doctor said $20,000. Real dollars. Yeah. Flat. Up front. $20,000. We ain't got no money. Literally. Nothing. We had no money. I remember Rhonda goes to Scott. That's my angel on earth. And Eric. That's my second angel in command at the bank. And because we have not just a business relationship, but at this point, we are all friends. So we love each other. He goes and he tells them, I don't know what we're going to move around or how we're going to do this, but I got to have $20,000 because the doctor said Manda have to have surgery, she going to die. If you know you ain't got the favor of God on your side, you know for yourself that bank loans take however long they want it to take. Mm-hmm. And that's oftentimes too long. I know. I've done them many times. But when I tell you that God has favor on Community Bank in Law, Mississippi, this is not the first time nobody that knows me on here have heard me say it. They said, when do she need it? We're going to get this paperwork together. They gave him $20,000 because they knew that I was their friend and we didn't want our friend to die. $20,000 was paid to Forest General. And the day before, mine and Rhonda, I think that was our 8th or 9th year anniversary. I went under surgery to have those 7 knots removed. I can remember not even looking back for being so fearful of not seeing his face again. I remember really fibbing to my mama because I didn't want her to worry, but she had fat and bean. But anybody that know Brenda Campbell, she, from what I hear, at just like Pawpaw, that didn't stop her. That was the first face I saw. Yeah. She still didn't know the death part until about a year or so ago when I told them. Yeah. They went in and they were able to fix what was broke, like I tell people now. Yeah. They were able to tell me, but you still won't be able to use the bathroom because he said, like I said, there's no way nobody seen this. He said, but you will use the bathroom. And you will be alarmed at what you see, but you got to pass it that way in order for you to continue the progress. That was a moment when fear met faith. Yeah. Yeah. That was the sickest I've ever been in silence. Mm-hmm. And I kept silent because I was so scared to where I didn't want nobody to know that I was scared because I knew that they would say, but what about your faith? I had faith, I kept the faith, and I'm still here today. And the next thing before I turn it over to you, the next fearful thing I had was back to Mama and Roger. At the end of both of their lives. Now how do I go on without them? That was very fearful. Doable with God's help in many, many tears, but fearful. And yet fearful. I'm over here now. I always say, I feel better here. What's so funny? But I'm bothered at my own house at night. It's just like when nighttime comes. Me and Teresa talk about it all the time. Why does night come? Because why is daytime? We're fine. But then all kind of stuff just goes at nighttime. Fear sets in. But my faith is stronger because I tell people, I said, when you know God for yourself, even when fear set in, because you have the relationship with him, you can make it. But I do want people on here to know that it's okay to be fearful, because fear will meet faith if you let it and you allow the fear not to take over your faith. Because it's one thing to give up on God. I never lost my faith to give up on God. The fear was the actual saying death.
Yeah.
And I'm saved, but guess what? I ain't ready to leave here now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I left Mama and them up there at that graveyard, but I'm not ready to join them because they at the graveyard, but they knew the assignment on my life. And I want to fulfill that assignment. And I really want to do it in the name of legacy so that the people will see. And then to also see what God will do too, even though you're fearful.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, sometimes a daily walk, fear takes over. I know said he'll text me sometime, and sometime when you text me, I don't tell the truth. I make up something. But y'all already know that.
Yes.
But said he'll say something, and I say, well, the other day I said, not a good day. Not a good day. And I said, and I told him why. I said, just not a good day because we lost a teacher at the school. And then boy, we grew up in the same church and everything together. And the community found out he just up and died the day before that. So it wasn't a good day because everything started to come into play. But I still want the people on here to know that what you hear tonight, and I know if you've ever felt this way, you know that God is still in control, and that faith, it wins every time. Because somebody said, when is your faith shaking? My faith is not shaking. It wins every time, but it don't mean that fear don't show up.
Yeah.
But tonight, I'm going to pass it over, and I'm going to let her, I told them 2 weeks ago, we were just going to share testimony about what we've been through. So however the Lord leads you to say and do whatever, I pass it over to you at this time.
Yep. So I think one of the greatest times for me when fear met up with faith would be in 2024, where one night cooking dinner, bent down to put something in the oven, couldn't stand back up, got down on the ground, crawled to the sofa, and I literally couldn't even pull up on the sofa. I just sat in front of it. By the time my husband came home, I told him, like, if this doesn't change by the time I get up in the morning, you have to take me to the ER because I'm not sure what's going on. And that night, you know, he was able to help me to, you know, like get off the ground, but he had to literally like piecemeal me in the bed. Mm-hmm. And that next morning, sure enough, he took me to the ER. And when they took me to the ER, I was in so much pain. The medication that they gave me through IV, they told me, oh, this medicine is going to stop the pain. You're going to be all right. Gave me the medicine. They were like, what is your pain on the scale from 1 to 10? I was like, 25.
I know that.
Feel nothing. And that was the first time ever they ended up having to give me morphine for the pain. They ran about 5 different tests on me that night. And all they told me was that they didn't see anything wrong with my back, but they saw that I had a like a 2-centimeter cyst on my ovary. So I was like, okay. They were like, we need you to follow up with your OB next week. I was like, okay. Now I'm thinking they don't know what they're talking about because I said my back was hurt. But I will say this. Years ago, when I first got married, I had issues with my back, and I'm not a doctor goer, or I wasn't. But I feel like the Lord knew how to get my attention to get me to the doctor. Mm-hmm. So the following week, I make an appointment with my OB, and he says, I'm looking through. It looks like the cyst has shrunk. But did they tell you about the fibroid inside of your uterus? And I was like, nobody said anything to me. He said, it's kind of large, but what I want to do is over the next 30 days, I just kind of want to monitor you. And then I'm going to retest you in 30 days. 30 days later, he retested me. The whole time I'm still having this back pain, not to the same extent, but I'm still having this back pain. 30 days later, I go in. They look at the fibroid and it has doubled in size. And he's like, something's not right. He asked me all these questions, had me walk back through history of what happened, all of these different things. And he said, I don't want to miss anything. There is a biopsy that I can do on you today, just because I want to rule out anything else that could be going on with you. So he determined that he would do an endometrial biopsy on me. And he said it'll take about a week before the results come back. So I was like, okay, do the biopsy. Let me just put this one point in there. Endometrial biopsies hurt very bad, but it was like a last minute thing. He told me I wasn't going to experience a lot of pain, but I couldn't even get up. I couldn't even sit up for the pain that it caused me that day. But anyway, my husband ended up coming in there with me, sat with me for a while until he could help me to sit up. We go back home. 2 days later, my doctor calls me back and he was like, I just never anticipated that I would have to call to tell you that you have cancer. And I think the strangest thing for me was to hear cancer being associated with me. I don't think we can really wrap our mind around that, right? We might talk about these things in silo, but actually hearing someone say to you, I'm sorry, Mrs. Robinson, but you have uterine cancer. And my first thought at that time was, how am I going to tell my family?
That's right.
Like, what am I going to say? I haven't even gotten to me yet. I'm afraid of how this will land with my husband, with my parents, with our children. All of these things are going through my mind. And it wasn't until, I had a moment by myself for me to really process like what was happening to me during that time. And I was petrified, because what does this mean? Like, could I actually lose my life? And people have passed away from uterine cancer. And so at the time of the diagnosis, they can't tell you what stage it is. So I don't know. All they're telling me is that you are going to have a hysterectomy, complete hysterectomy. So I have bonus babies. I do not have any biological children. And so that is another part of the process, right? Like understanding, it's one thing to say that I don't have any biological children, it's going to be another thing for me to say that I can't. And so it is a lot to contend with mentally and emotionally. There were so many things going through my mind, and just you start to think about the fear of how people may start to see you, how people might look at you, how people might begin to treat you. It's a whole plethora of things that start to come into play. And I had never had any surgeries, had never been in the hospital or anything. And honestly, I will tell you, one of the first things that began to break the ice with my fear, when I went for my initial appointment with my surgeon, when she walked into the room, she had never met me before. I was referred to her by my OB. When she walked into the room, she said, "You don't deserve this." And sometimes, I'm gonna tell you, the devil is cunning. And he will bring up old things and start to tell you all of these lies about because you've done this thing and that thing, that this is why you're going through this. This is why you're going through this. But I had to learn that all of the things that rose up in me emotion wise, I had to feel every single thing that I needed to feel so that I can get on the other side and really tap into my faith.
That's right. That's right.
It was in a moment that I began to feel like the scriptures began to come alive in my life, right? Because every time we go through something, you better believe the word that we say that we believe is going to be tested. It is going to be tested.
Oh yes, yes.
And not because the Bible is so beautiful. It says that God did not give us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. What that is saying is that we are going to experience fear, but it's not his spirit.
That's right. That's right.
It is not his spirit. We are of a dual nature, so we are going to have fear.
That's right.
It's okay. We can't let fear have us.
That's right.
Because
yes. Sonny, when you call, no, because we don't deliver bad news by voice. We keys.
Yes.
We send a text. When we say we're gonna dialogue about this thing, when you sent that text to me, you probably already knew what I was gonna do. That's why you didn't call. I could not phantom what you were feeling. But it went back to what I was feeling that I shared earlier.
Yeah.
But because it was happening to you, my faith went into overdrive.
Yeah.
And I remember begging God to perform a miracle. I said, God, if I've done anything, forgive me and save my cousin. I remember that.
Yeah.
And I also remember when you text me and you said we gonna have a call, a prayer call. And the emotions that was on that call that day. That's the very first time I cried.
Yeah.
Because I remember telling God, if you don't do nothing else for me, do it for her. And people be like, why would you give all your blessings? Do it for my cousin. They know Do it for Shannon. But see, they don't know freaking Fred. We've been through everything.
Everything.
We can't even write a book about nothing because we don't want nobody to know.
Correct.
And so I said, Lord, please save my cousin. I forgot about kids. I forgot about everything. Because like she said, when you hear the word cancer, it's automatically all these emotions. And like she said, the enemy with the trickery of the mind. What I done back then. But we serve a God that forgives all.
Yeah. He will.
That's how we know it's the enemy.
He's the Redeemer. He's our Redeemer. Yeah.
But I know that day you went to surgery. And I probably skipped ahead, but I'm gonna let her go back to that. But when she went to surgery, all kind of devil things showed up. I said, Lord, if Shannon, somebody don't call me and they don't say something soon, I'm walking now. Because I can't drive because they know the shape of me.
Yeah.
I said, I'm walking every step to that hospital. Don't know nothing. Can't remember the hospital if I wanted to at the time. So I'm waiting on man, the one y'all can hear having his own show. I remember waiting on man to call. I kept saying, Lord, if man don't call. I was online for my Gamma Phi Delta sorority. I was online. And I kept saying, I don't care, they can kick me off or whatever. I got to answer this call when it comes through. Y'all, I know God to do it because he know me and her is silly. She calls me. She calls me, y'all, like nothing had happened. That's why I know God is a promise keeper.
Yeah.
And he's a way maker.
Yeah.
Because he knew that I was going to take their word, but he also knew that I had to hear it from her.
Yeah.
And I skipped all over. She wasn't even through, but I'm here to tell you.
No, it's okay.
That I was probably scattered than she was. That's why we're talking about it tonight.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you have more fear for other people than you do yourself.
You better believe it.
Because when I had mine in silence, but hers was open, and I knew, and I was more scared for her than anything else. But I still knew Jesus. That's what me and her trying to tell today.
Yeah.
It don't mean you don't know him.
That's right. That's right.
And I praise him every time I think about how scared I was when she said that and how I was willing for him to take everything just to heal her. Please, Lord, heal her.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm negotiating. Roger say I negotiate knowing I ain't got nothing. But God know I ain't got nothing. But I'll make a deal with him, Lord. I'll praise you.
Yeah.
Because I got a praise on my lip at all times.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll praise you for the rest of my days. I'll testify like I am now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll testify about your goodness. I stole her thunder, but you know, everybody on the family say I'm boss and I take the thunder, but it's back on her. It's back on her. It's back on her.
No, you good. We all here together. We all here together. No, it is well. I think that's really the big message, right? It's not that we don't experience fear.
Right.
It's that it's not greater than our faith.
That's right.
That's really the message. And fear is just as long as we are wrapped in this flesh.
Yes, Lord.
We are going to experience again and again and again. And that is the only way that our faith is going to grow. Faith is a muscle that has to be exercised. And the only way it grows is through resistance. That is the only way that it grows, is through resistance. So we have to have trouble. We have to have hard times. We have to have challenges. We have to have all of these things if we want our faith to grow.
Yes, yes. And that's what when we were little, I remember Pumpkin said, if we didn't have trouble, how would we know that there was a God?
That's right. Why would we
How
need him?
how would we know?
Yeah. The Bible says that his strength is made perfect in our weakness. If we never experience weakness, how could we experience his strength?
That's right.
So we have to have it. We have to have those moments. Yeah.
We got to have it.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people when people say, well, I'm not scared of nothing. Why you just told that big one?
I mean, you told your biggest.
Yeah.
One. Yes.
We all got fear.
Yeah.
And you know, I tell people because they say, you'll go on that, hey Bessie. She said, thank you for the testimony, Shannon. I don't know if you can read the bottom.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
They'll tell me, you just go on them platforms and you don't be scared. I said the other day, they don't know I be petrified. When somebody called me, I said, oh my God, only if they knew how scared I be. But on the day of, you would think that I do it on a daily basis, like ain't nothing happening. But I be so fearful. And my thing is, it ain't really fearful of I don't want to disappoint God. You know how you just don't want to let him down.
Right.
You always want to say something that pleases him. You don't ever want to get up there and just say the wrong thing.
Right.
Especially when
you don't want to misrepresent him.
That's it. And that's why I tell the children, and I always say this, and I say, I do everything in excellence. In our slogan, I said, I represent Christian education in excellence. And I always tell them, I said, because excellence is our God. Oh, how excellent is his name. I said, and if we serve a God of excellence, and I tell people in a minute, I will trick you. If you see me step out, you think I got it. But see, I'm representing God. It ain't nobody business if I bought it from Tamu.
Correct.
Come on now. Amazon or whatever.
Yeah.
I told my friend the other day, I'm not hung up on names. My mama raised me, as long as your clothes look decent and they're clean, you make sure that your temper is represented in that way, not in name. It didn't tell me about looking at these little tags and paying all this money for this stuff. That don't mean nothing gonna pass away. Yeah. But when I step out, I don't have to look like what I've been through.
That's right.
And everybody in this family know what I've been through, and it just didn't start now. With the death of my mama and my brother, my daddy is a testimony in itself that I still can't talk about. That's why I talk about Roger and Mama, because I don't even want to go that far.
Yeah.
But I'm still standing because I know that God has been everything that he said he would be.
Yeah.
If we let him.
If we let him.
And I said, and most times when things don't happen, it's because we're not letting God.
Yep. And he's a gentleman.
He's a gentleman. He gonna wait on you, especially when he know you hard-headed like me. I talked to Kim, and I don't know if y'all know Roger and Mike is friend. It's Mike is friend, but we didn't all stole her. Today I told her, I said, I'm fine because I had a shaky week. I said, I'm fine now. I said, but I got to learn to let God take full control. He don't need my help. You know, Felicia got up at oh yeah, she got up at the funeral, said I'm bossy and I make y'all do this and that. But see, God don't care about me being
they were. I didn't detect one lie.
And I said that why they put me on blast at my brother's funeral? They ain't got to tell everybody I'm bossy. Look at Ronka. She said, let him have his way. I got to let him have his way. But see, y'all know me. I think I want to help him. But see, he knows me. And he put me in line now. Go on, little girl. Sit down somewhere. I got this.
Yes.
But if we be honest, we always say we turn it over to him. And then we pinch it and try to take it back little by little. Because we in the flesh, we think we can help it, but we got to let him have it. And that's what I told her today. But see, God know one thing about me. I'm going to be honest when I say that I tried to help him. Because, most time we try to hurry God. We try to, come on now, Lord. Do you need me to do this so you can?
We try to exercise control that we don't have.
And knowing I ain't got no control. None. But I'm telling you, but Veronica, because she just like her mama and her grandmama, she put on there Psalm 46:10. And for y'all to know, she trying to tell me on the slick to be still and know that I'm God. You see the slicker, all she had to do was say it, but she tried to throw the scripture.
She didn't want to take credit.
She didn't want to take the credit, so she said, the word says mountain.
That's right.
And I thank you for it, because that's what I have to know. I have to constantly tell myself to be still.
Yeah.
And then should have been fear and doubt today. Monica, Davina, we have to let go and let God handle everything. You're correct. Everything.
Yeah.
We don't give some to him and think we can handle the other part. We got to give it all to him. I thank y'all for the dialogue, because these are constant reminders that we have to do daily. And I always tell people, I said, if you got a circle that won't put you back in your place, whether it's with what they saying or with what the Lord did say, you ain't in the right circle.
You might be in a square.
You in a square, and y'all ain't going nowhere. I need somebody to pull me in.
Yeah.
I seen Willie on there. He said something a while ago. I can't recall what he said, but he the main one. He'll quote them scripture and you wouldn't believe it, because y'all know how he act. But he always go back to the word when he try to get my attention, though.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell people, because the word of God ain't gonna change. I don't care how many translations.
Yeah.
It's still the same.
It is,
and it will be forevermore.
Mm-hmm. It is written.
And I always tell people about your testimony. I always say, but oftentimes grandma used to say, when stuff happen, it don't happen just for you.
That's right. None
when
of it.
you went through that, you don't know how many people were watching to see how you were going to come through it.
Yes.
And it helped them and it strengthened their faith. Because that same God that did that for you can do it for them too. And that's why I tell people, it ain't so much about that DR period up there. I don't even acknowledge it. I let people call me that, but they know I dropped that A on that other word and I'm just Manda.
Yeah.
Because I tell them all the time, I said, let me tell you something. What you see is what you get. This is real life. What happened to me and what happened to Shantel can happen to anybody, but that same God, that big G-O-D, like Willie called it, big G-O-D, every time when something happened for me, and I say, he said, oh, that was big G-O-D. That's big G-O-D then, because them little G-O-Ds, they serve and praise them all day. And that little G-O-D ain't did nothing for him. He ain't with the no. He ain't got no power. But like I told him, I said, big J-E-S-U-S is who done it.
That's where it's at.
Yeah, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost done it. Them little G's, I don't have no out of God. I serve a jealous God. And he said, I will have no man.
No other God before me.
That's no other God. And they are little gods. People praise them.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of them. And people tell, when Teresa introduced me the other day, she said, there's no secret about Amanda. One thing that everybody know. She didn't say some people know. Everybody know Amanda loves God.
Yeah.
She loved Jesus. Everybody know. And see, one thing about it, they may say a lot about me, but they know that to be true. Because I tell folks, I don't care how many microphones that they put in my face or anything else, I always tell them, if I can't say Jesus, if I can't say God, the Lord done it now. I ain't got no symbols and I ain't got no scripts.
That's a deal breaker.
We can't talk about it. We can't talk about it. And I'll never forget, the lady from WHEM said, this freedom of speech now. You can say whatever you like.
That's right.
And I always tell them, we get tested. Miss Grace said we get tested all day long in our faith. It makes us stronger. You're absolutely right. All day, every day, Miss Grace. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Do you have something else you want to share or talk about, Shani?
No. I'm good. I just hope that something that we said is an encouragement for now or encouragement for what's to come.
That's right.
And don't be fooled by fear's appearance. Just know we can fight it. You can fight it with your faith.
That's right.
Faith will win every time. Yeah.
That's right.
That's the test of time. Yeah.
Yep. And then people always say that they don't have disclaimers because they're not health professional. Well, I am a health professional by profession. And by calling, I'm with them cheering.
Yes.
But I am a health professional. And whether you do it with medicine or holistically, it's very important to check your body.
Yeah.
But before you check your body, you got to listen to your body.
That's right.
When your body show you things, believe it. Like people, believe it. If something start to feel or look not right, check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's important that we do that in that season. And it does not matter age. It does not matter if you're young or old. It's very important. If you have not been to get an annual checkup, the time to go is now, tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up the phone, like Josh told me, Amanda, I'm tired of you coming to this doctor only when you sick. He said that's what annual checkups is for.
The preventative care.
And he said, you go to that OB he said you need to go to your doctor and get an annual checkup.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, I'm guilty of it too. But lately, I'm doing better. I see about Amanda. And if something seems like it's not right, now I can't stop Arthur now. Now, Arthur got his own stuff going on where you have to sit on the end of the bed or the chair and you got to do this 1, 2, you have to rock and then get up. See, Johnny, ain't nobody on here gonna be honest, but they know they doing it. And I
ain't gonna leave you out there by yourself.
Don't leave me out there, Shana, cause Ronka know, cause I seen her do it. She gonna leave us on the island, but she do it. And let me tell you, it ain't nobody business that Angel is 2 months and me and Rhonda both do. And sometimes that rock lasts a long time and it don't happen till you just have to wait. You have to wait
it out
until I can say, look, your mind was ready to get up, but your knees ain't ready. So you wait till we ready, and then we'll return back after the commercial, and we'll get up after the break. That's what we're going to do.
Well, Amanda?
Yes.
You're talking about that rocket chair?
Mr. Norman, you ain't got the rocket chair, do you?
Yep. Let me tell you what happened to me the other day, not long ago. When you start sitting in the rocking chair, you fall asleep, you wake up, you put your car keys in thinking you're in the car. That's when you're getting older.
Wait a minute. Wait now. He rocking and he thinking he in the car. Lord have mercy. See, offer don't play. And guess what? For the people that's laughing, it's coming to your house too. Yeah. I had a preacher, Mr. Norman. He got right up in that pulpit. Look at that. Rucker said, "No, ma'am, I'm rocking and counting." She rocking and counting. Me too. I ain't want to tell about the count part.
I ain't gonna.
Guess what? It used to be
I'm not gonna confirm nor deny.
Let me tell you, I got the conforming because it used to be 1, 2, 3, get up. Now I'm so fucked that count. I didn't stop count. I just rock. I just rock. And Randall, I think he just jumps up and staggers till he get his balance. And then
Hey, Shantel and Amanda, well, I think Monica needs prayer because she writes, "I rock without the rocking chair."
Oh, Monica. Is Monica our cousin?
She must be kid to the keys. She kid to the keys. Look at that. She kid to the keys. Because let me tell you, we got to be honest, but you got to find humor.
Yes.
When life starts to happen, because ain't nothing as funny as seeing me take Angel to an early appointment and my legs ain't cooperating right, and I'm already 46 and this little baby, and the people already laughing like, is that her grandbaby? No. And then so when I see them looking, I go to skipping, trying to show out like I'm 19. I told the teachers on my team, I said, look, I'm 19 now. Biggest story I ever told. Had to repent so bad. Went to the bathroom. Almost had the rock to get up. I said, Lord, forgive me. I won't say that no more. But you have to find humor because the body gonna change.
Yeah, it is.
But it's okay. But look, we are so grateful for this hour. We hope and pray, like Shannon said, that we help somebody. We did give a disclaimer, undisclaimer. I am a health professional by education first. That was it. And I do advise everyone to pay attention to their body.
Amanda?
Yes, sir.
Can I tell you something?
Yes, sir.
You just thanked everyone for the hour. For the hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know you went over an hour?
Look, Mister, look. Y'all see I'm over here bouncing Mr. Norman show. He give me an hour. I just take
I'm
off.
playing, Amanda. You said it's good to laugh, and you're right. I'm playing with you.
He is, because let me tell y'all something about Mr. Norman and Miss Rebecca. They started out as strangers. Look at Veronica talking about Epsom salt. She must know that's my best friend.
I keep it.
Yes, it is.
Bags of it.
The regular and the lavender for the people that's on lavender and the regular. It works.
Yes.
But those two I'm talking about, they started as strangers. And I remember they called me the Monday after Roger died. They didn't know anything. And we were on the way to Jackson is when we first met. So they've been here ever since. And they have become like instant family because they don't just call and talk about business. They call, they check on me. They check on Randall. They check on my children. They want to know about Unlimited Dreams. They want to know about my family. I talk to them more than I talk to anybody. They have become keys initiated without the actual initiation.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hello,
so they're family, and I have grown to love them. And I know that they love me. They keep me covered in prayer, and they've given me a platform that I never saw coming. I never saw any of this, but when the Lord tell you to do something, he always send a confirmer. And he told me to do this long time ago, and I told him when I get ready. So he showed me. And I think the very first time that we actually went live in the hospital. Yeah. And I told him, I said, we're going to have to go live at the hospital because my mom in there, because I never would leave. And he said, that's fine. And I think we went a couple of times live in the hospital. And I'm so grateful for them, because I do believe that this is a release platform, a safe platform for people to be themselves. Yeah. And I thank him for that. And I know that the One Source Network is not by accident, because when I'm not on here, they be saying, well, when you gonna get back on there? Well, what you gonna do? Well, what you gonna? And so I remember being fearful at first. And I remember even fear coming not too long ago. And I kept saying, you know what? I'm not going to let it win, because when people go to asking, that let you know that you're doing something right. Yeah. And so it's not about Manda. It's all about Jesus. This platform is all about Jesus in real life situations. And we want to talk about things. And we're going to come back on 1st and 3rd Sunday. So the next time I come on, it will be the first Sunday. So we want to thank everybody for coming on tonight. We want to thank everybody for sharing their comments. We couldn't see everyone comments, but we just hope that our testimonies that we shared, and the fact that you still see us here today, is enough for you to know that we serve a living God. He is still performing miracles in the land of the living. Yes, He's not waiting till we get up there. He's performing miracles in the land of the living. And my thing is, if you did not know or see a miracle lately, we just showed you two. So, Mr. Norman, we want to thank you again for this opportunity. Shannon, I don't think we sniggered too bad.
We did good, cousin.
We did good. I think we did good, because it was the seriousness of it. But if this was a comical hour, yes, y'all would be sick tomorrow at work. But we see Bronca says, I love it, because you never know what someone is going through and how helpful this platform is. Yeah. Mr. Norman?
Thank you, Mr. Norman.
You see that, don't you?
Well, I thank both of you. And the best part of the One Source Network, in my thoughts, it's we know Jesus is King, and there's no one in charge. We just have different roles to follow. It's a family, and no one's saying, well, you got to do this. It's a platform that we all get validated. That's what's important to us.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Good.
That's right. That's right. And so we thank God for the opportunity tonight. Yeah. But if it's anyone on here that may be sick or think you sick or something, go to God about it, but listen to your body and seek professional help. Don't try to diagnose yourself. Yeah. Don't let your friend diagnose you. Go for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Don't allow fear to put you down.
Let fear take a side a seat and just go in. It's better. People always say, oh, I don't want to know. Oh, it's best to know. Yeah. Because my thing is, if it don't, all our lives, if we know anybody, your lies affect the people around you, even if you have blocked it and it don't affect you. So always remember that your life is and Bronca says stay off Google diagnosing yourself.
Please and
yeah, because that's where I went wrong with my gallbladder too. But I wasn't as fearful with that as everything else. But that's where I call myself gonna diagnose myself with that, and I show enough missed the mark big time. Yeah, so and stay away from AI, Chat GPT for diagnosis. You're absolutely right.
That's right.
Absolutely correct. Because that's what a lot of people are doing now. And I always tell people, those reels on Facebook too. That's telling stuff that stuff is not true. We all need to ask God for discernment.
God created doctors too. God created doctors too. He gave them the intelligence. He gave them those things that they needed in order to be able to help us.
That's
Good
right.
point, Mrs. Robinson. Yes.
That's right. Mr. Norman?
Well, that's the longest hour I ever experienced.
And guess what, Mr. Norman? You know I did the same thing last time too. They gonna kick us off the network.
You know what? You know what I didn't realize? What is part of our healing is laughter. So you both allowed that to come out. So I thank you both.
Yeah, we got on sniggling. Remember, you had to try to calm us down.
Well, we're grateful to have you both, and God bless everyone.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone have a great week with purpose, on purpose. And remember, just live life to the full. Just take every moment in, absorb it. And my auntie told me one time, you got one life and one shot. Make the best one.
Make it count.
Make it count.
Make it count. And Amanda, your school's website, please.
My school website is www.udclc.com. And follow us on Facebook on Unlimited Dreams Christian Learning Center. Most people don't go to it. Just go to Ramden Amanda Cooley. And this week we got some very, 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 very exciting things happening for us this week. So on Wednesday and Thursday, I'm not going to tell nobody. Just follow us on there. We got some very, very good things that's going to take place at Unlimited Dreams. But I always tell people when I'm talking about Unlimited Dreams and the giving, it's not that we're not begging, but we're based on a faith walk. God told us to do that. We do not charge the children. And in this hour, we do take donations. And mainly we take donations for like snacks and food and giving to the children. Everything is always to the children. And so I always tell people they can always cash out me at CC Earth Angel, or they can send in a check or anything to Unlimited Dreams, 803 North 2nd Avenue, Laura, Mississippi, 39440. Or they can just call or text me.
And Unlimited Dreams Learning Center is good ground.
That's right. You're sowing on good ground. You heard that, Mr. Norman.
Thank you. And Mrs. Robinson, do you have a website or any contact information?
I do. I have a Facebook page. I also create greeting cards.
Tell them about it.
Go ahead, please.
Anchored Expressions. That's with no E. XPRESSIONS. I am on Facebook and on Instagram.
Well, thank you. We'll look you up for sure. And thank you too, Randall.
Yes, sir.
Don't let him introduce you. This is Shani at Anchored Expressions.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, she makes some beautiful cards.
Okay, we're gonna order some from you.
Okay.
This her, if y'all can see it. Anchored Expressions. She's on Facebook. And y'all go visit. I forgot to throw that out there. I'm so glad he asked her. because she does that and that's her business. That's not a side hustle. So go and patronize her.
Okay. You both have a good night.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right.